The map predicts a lot of paved roads for the first part of the day today. With the sturdy guardrails next to the bike path, it almost feels like we are cycling next to the motorway. But one without cars, because it is surprisingly quiet here. It flashes back to me for a moment to the COVID period a few years ago, as the busy roads were also so deserted during that time. We are riding past an immense festival meadow where people are busy clearing up all the remnants of the well-known Sweden Rock Festival, which took place here last weekend. Our journey takes us over the impressive Sölvesborg Bridge, one of the longest bicycle and pedestrian bridges in Europe. The Sölvesborg Bridge is no less than 756 meters long and elegantly connects the town of Sölvesborg to the Listerlandet Peninsula. This remarkable bridge was opened in 2013 and has since become a beloved landmark, not only for the engineering feat, but also for the breathtaking views it offers. From the bridge we get a surprisingly varied panorama. On one side the charming town of Sölvesborg unfolds, with its colorful houses and bustling harbor. On the other side, the calm water of the bay stretches out to the horizon, dotted with picturesque islands and lush greenery. Once we reach the other bank, we go in search of the tourist office, not to collect flyers of sites in the region, but to get an official village stamp as proof that we could not participate in the federal elections that took place in Belgium yesterday. After all, voting is still compulsory in Belgium. Just before we finally get gravel paths under our wheels again, we pass a paper mill, and it's stinky business over here. Literally. Around the mill hangs a complex mixture of smells caused by the different chemicals used in the paper making process. Some people find the smell unpleasant, like me, while others find it typical of the region. Apparently, the factory has already taken some steps to reduce the odor nuisance, such as installing filters and optimizing production processes. Drawn our route through a military domain again, of which I knew in advance that it is sometimes closed to the public, for example when there are shooting exercises. However, it is not the route through the domain that poses the greatest challenge, but the route to it. Although we expect to be able to follow simple white gravel roads, these spots are filled with a thick layer of large, sharp stones. It is actually impossible to ride over them without causing falls. Unfortunately, I didn't film this part of the route, but if you are thinking about copying our route from Komoot, I really suggest skipping this part. When we can finally leave the stretch behind, we are most surprised that none of our bike tires has been punctured in this minefield. We arrive at the red barriers of the military domain. We are lucky. The gate is open. Besides the fact that it allows us to see the unique environment of the military domain up close, it also saves us a considerable detour.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of
At Sölvesborg, we pause a moment to salute the sea. The beautiful sandy beach is completely deserted, except for 2 walkers in the distance. Because the sun breaks through and the wind is calm, we take a short break along the path to eat a delicious mandarin, which we received from our host Omer yesterday.
No, it's okay.
We find the bivouac site a stone's throw from the village of Brossard. 2 wind huts are set up quite far apart from each other. We take the furthest hut, which is a bit more hidden. There's no firewood, so we gather more than enough wood in the forest to keep us warm for the rest of the evening. The campfire also serves as a bread oven again this evening. Later in the evening, the other hut is also occupied by a group of 8 20-somethings. They brought chopped firewood and meat to bake with them. For a moment we are afraid that our quiet evening will be disturbed, but they behave perfectly. They don't seek contact with us, and we respect their privacy too. Someone who thinks a bit differently about this is their dog Kenzu. He is only too happy to sniff around in our business, but that may be also due because of the many pats he gets on his head from us. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again on our next episode, the final part of our adventure through Sweden.